Why, hello everybody. It's been a while. Actually, I think my last video came out on Wednesday of last week, and that is because I originally intended for the first episode of the Jordan Hour to come out on Friday, so I did release my video a little bit earlier than expected. And then that video got all messed up, so then I could not put it out because I would not want to do that to your ears because it sounded absolutely awful. But if you've clicked on this, then welcome. We are going to be talking about the absolute destruction of the Baltimore Ravens that the Buffalo Bills laid upon them like a river flowing. Came the destruction towards all of those Ravens fans that were talking so much shit going into this game, while all of us Bills fans were sitting here kind of like, yeah, this is actually kind of scary team that we got to play against. And, they were all full of themselves because of the rushing yards that they had put up on the Tennessee Titans and thought, man, we're going to go in and do the same exact thing to the Buffalo Bills. Wrong. Actually, what happened was their run game was pretty much negligible. It was not enough to do anything to the Buffalo Bills. It actually did nothing, and we did exactly what I said we needed to do in our game plan, which was make Lamar Jackson beat us with his arm. And guess what? Lamar Jackson did not. So to the people who commented on my last video, those Ravens fans saying, oh, it would be so funny to watch Lamar Jackson throw 3 touchdowns on you guys. Well, he didn't even get one. So joke's on you. The Baltimore Ravens completely imploded in this game, and the Buffalo Bills showed out. Now, usually when I do these, I have good and bad that I like to hit on. But I'm going to tell you right now, there was nothing bad about this game. You can talk about our offense only being able to put 10 points on the board. I'm not going to, because there were a lot of things that were out of the control, like the weather and all the stuff like that. The offense did what it needed to do. In the moments, the play calling was all right. The defensive play calling was fucking amazing from Leslie Frazier. Whatever that game plan is that he put against the Baltimore Ravens, he should be considered for a head coaching job just from that alone. So what is the defense? They held Lamar Jackson to 14 of 24, 162 yards and 1 interception. And of course, he got his rushing yards in there. He's Lamar Jackson. But this is kind of a typical Lamar Jackson stat line. Barring the interception, it's usually like a 1 touchdown, 160 yards, but then he almost puts up 100 on the ground. And they did not do that. I think their highest rushing total was Dobbins with like 68 yards, or maybe it was 86. I get those flipped around a lot. But legitimately holding Lamar Jackson in check, which a lot of people weren't sure if we were going to be able to do because we lost some of our pieces from last year when we had that game plan to stop the Baltimore Ravens. And in reality, we did it anyway. It was pretty much almost the same exact game plan, except we knew that they thought we were going to come in with that. So we had our linebackers kind of just sitting there waiting, really played contain. I swear this is the first time I've actually seen this Buffalo Bills defense be able to contain the quarterback in the pocket. Like, of course, Lamar Jackson's always going to find a way to squeak out, but this game, he was pretty much getting pissed off all the way up until when he was concussed and taken out of the game, which again, prayers up for Lamar Jackson. If you have not donated, the link to donate to the charity that he supports is in the comments section down below. Make sure to donate a minimum of $8 for Lamar Jackson just to help out the kids. And you never want to see that happen to somebody with having especially a concussion like that. His head just bounced off of the ground, and you don't want to see that. The Buffalo Bills going forward, nobody wants an injury. So Lamar Jackson going out, it doesn't cheapen the win, but it still does feel as if that if Lamar was in there, maybe they would have had a chance, but it didn't really feel like it because once, that Huntley kid that they had went in there, I feel like he was able to do more through the air than Lamar Jackson, so everything was changed. It's a bunch of everything. If you are feeling generous, the link will be in the description down below to donate to Lamar Jackson's favorite charity. So the next good is Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen, as much as everyone's going to be like, oh, the fumble, oh, this, like just things that everybody nitpicks Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a good game. He did what he needed to do, and we got the win. Josh Allen was 23 of 37, not really bad for a team that in these stupid wind conditions was still slinging the ball. Brian Daboll just saying, you know what, let's go for it. We're going to keep going for it. I'm pretty sure out of the first 20 plays, they said we ran 19 pass plays and 1 run play. That pretty much sums up the Buffalo Bills offense this season. That's what we do. We pass the ball, and if you want us to run the ball, it ain't really going to happen. In the next one, who would have thought that Stephon Diggs was going to be the addition that we thought? Now, a lot of Bills fans, if you're inside, you know. If you're not a Bills fan and you're watching this, the Bills were targeting receivers at the trade deadline the year before. We were targeting Stephon Diggs, and he was one. There were rumors all throughout. Inside sources knew we were calling the Vikings to try to get Stephon Diggs. It did not happen, but in the offseason with some, off the field things and comments and stuff like that, they were kind of willing, and we traded for him. Who would have thought that we would be going to an AFC championship game? The team from last year, all we really did was we lost a couple pieces on defense, and we added Stephon Diggs to the roster, and look what it did. It brought our team and elevated them to the point to where we are contending for championships, and it feels fucking amazing. I was filled with nothing but joy after winning this game against the Ravens, and I'm sure a lot of you felt the same way. Stephon Diggs, he had 8 receptions for 106 yards. He averaged 13.2 yards per reception and 1 TD. It's really weird because we're used to seeing it spread so much, but really the two contributing factors was Diggs. Once we came out of halftime, we pretty much knew, hey, we're going to run it a couple times, we're going to throw it to Diggs. That's what happened. Some really good catches. John Brown also did pretty good, as much as the stats don't really show up. I think he had about 82 yards, which is still really good, especially since that's not that much less than Stephon Diggs. It was either 82 or 62. I don't remember. Again, I'm getting this super confused. I looked at the stats really, really quick. I jotted down the ones that I thought really mattered. And then talking about things that really mattered during this game, Taron Johnson. Now, Taron Johnson is a name that we have been saying well, Taron Johnson isn't that good, but then he was doing things that are really good, and he's kind of hit or miss off and on. Taron Johnson I'm not going to say saving the Buffalo Bills season, because who knows how that game would have ended had he not intercepted it. But that pick 6 will go down as one of the most important things in Buffalo Bills postseason history. Hedging on what happens in this offseason and hedging on what happens in the future. So really, just a ton of good things happened in this game. There wasn't really anything bad. If there's a bad, it's the weather conditions and the Baltimore Ravens. Those are the only things that were bad in this game. So now it's on to Kansas City, man. And as of right now, we don't really know whether or not Patrick Mahomes will play. I assume he's going to play. There's no way that the NFL doesn't let them cut some kind of corner and let Patrick Mahomes come back. If it even is a concussion, there's a bunch of stuff, conflicting reports coming out about that. So through the week, there will be videos that come out. And this Friday, there will be an actual Jordan Hour episode that will be coming out. I am able to fix the audio issues with me and my brother. So the first episode will be coming out on Friday. So there still will be content coming out throughout the whole week this time. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. I just built this new computer, and for some reason it's not outputting, so I can't solicit you guys to subscribe. So if you would subscribe, that would be awesome. I have videos that come out all week, and I think that you will enjoy them. My name has been Jake, aka Jake the Bills fan. Same Bills channel, same Bills content. I will see you guys in the next video.